health and well vibe tribe. Like and subscribe. Help your boy break away from that 9 to 5. This is late night, early morning on the 444 flip. Um, yeah, I was up and I was like, man, let me holler at the people, man. Let me holler at the people. So, we're gonna keep this one pretty damn simple, right? We don't want to do too much. We don't want to do too much. So, if you missed the collective reading of the day, I will create a highlight of it from the previous transmission, from the previous broadcast. But I will do a quick once over. All right. So we got some bay leaves here. If anybody want any bay leaves, I got. I guess I can do 3 free bay leaves, and then after that, it's a $5 donation. Um, Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and open up the floor. Type 444 if you would like a free yes or no, free live tarot reading. You know what I'm saying? We also got donation based in depth tarot readings where you can hit me up via the description box and get busy. Get busy, get silly with it. All right, thank you for that like. Whoever just liked the video. All right, so let me hit this. Type 444 for a free live tarot reading. All right. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and pull a card for myself just to see what we got going on here. Grand Rising, welcome in, y'all. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. I know the setup look a little basic, but you know, it is what it is. How can I help you? All right, so let me see. I need a message, Spirit. I don't know if I'm gonna share this one on live, but I do need a message. I'm gonna go ahead and pull for myself. So the Page of Wands is the card of the day. I'm gonna see if I can go clip that collective reading and post it up. Ace of Swords, Divine New Beginning. All right. What else we got here? We got Seven of Swords. Okay. And Ace of Pentacles. Right on the money. Okay. All right. I'm digging that. Ace of Swords, Seven of Swords, Ace of Pentacles. All right, I'm digging that. I'm digging that. Let me take a picture of that. All right, so I guess that nobody want to read, and so I'll just pull a couple cards just to see what energy is out there. I think I'm gonna go with the Love Oracle deck just to see. Grand Rising, welcome in, welcome in. Come on in, y'all. Mic check. Let me see if I can get a mic check. Oh, no audio. Say Bluetooth. Let me turn that off. All right, let's see. Oh, we got audio. Come on in. Welcome in, Grand Rising. Good morning. Namaskaram. V Dog, what's happening, Bishop? How can I help you, big dog? Hopefully you have fun. So I'm curious, big dog, what kind of dancing was you doing, big dog? I need to know, man. We was trying to take a poll and see what type of dancing you be doing. Good old two stepping, two steep. You funny. I can't even read that shit. You was funny. You one of the funniest guys I know, bro. You was hilarious. Mm, I feel you. I feel you. Oh, we got two people in the chat. The chat rate is two, and we got 22 views. So that's a time. That's a sign. That's a sign that it's time to go. How can I help you, B dog? You probably can I interest you in a donation based reading? If not, can let me know. All right, you said you had a damn good night. That's what's up, big dog. That's what's up. Most of what you see is manipulation. All right. So since you the big dog, since you the big homie, I'm gonna jump straight into the love oracle deck and see what message is in store for you here. All right. So the first card is gonna be nourish. It says self growth, self focus, self finding. All right. Secondly, heart fog, mixed signals, blocked emotions, messed up. Last card, we have conflict. It says clashing differences, incompatibility. Incompatibility. Hmm. That's interesting. All right. So we remember the card of the day was the Page of Wands. I'm gonna pull you a tarot card to see if I can get anything. Oh, okay. The card's not showing up right. Gotcha. All right. Let me pull you a tarot card to work with. Mixed signals, clashing differences. Uh oh. Uh oh. Five of Cups. We just had a card just jump out. Okay. All right. So I think this is confirming what I was feeling in the first place. And what I was feeling was the fact that you could be getting rid of um any past things that was holding you back. I don't know. Maybe you coming back home was what you needed to fully hit that reset, that recalibration, right? Um this Five of Cups. It's telling me that you're ready to rid yourself of anything that's weighing you down and holding you back. And I would just say, whatever that may be, just go full force. Go full force. Go full. Uh oh, I ain't mean to do that. Yeah, go full force. Whatever it is. Well, it looked like as long as you clear the path, which is not letting the baggage weigh you down or slow you down, as long as that path is clear, bro, I think you got a pretty, how can I say this? The road to success is going to be easy. It's just getting over the hump. That's the thing about the subconscious, man. The subconscious is very good at compartmentalizing things in the moment. But the more you free yourself from the past, the freer you will be for the future. And we already know the five energy. We don't stay in that energy long. And I think you doing things like dancing or whatever is going to be the other side, right? So when I first went through shadow work, I came up with this saying with one of the first spiritual people I met. It was this young lady who owned a spiritual store. And we was talking about shadow work, and I was like, man, I've been knee deep in the shadow work. I was like, now I need light work. And I came up with this saying. I said, fungi. I think how did I say it? Fungi for the fungi, meaning that I needed to get out of the shadows and go have fun, like enter the light again. So it's fun guy for the fun guy, FUNGI. Like that was the goal, was to find the light and love again, right? Fun guy for the fun guy. And I think this is what you're doing. I think that you finally getting back into the limelight and you finally freeing yourself up. And this is confirmation, man. This is definitely confirmation. You did mushrooms? That is funny. That is funny. Yeah, fun guy for the fun guy. Meaning that we coming out and we having fun. No more dwelling in the shadows. I was just picking up my toenail and I was bleeding. I gotta clip it real fast before it get worse. Hold on 1 second. Roll. All right, what you say, B? Brother, I went 2 shows tonight. It was a damn good time. That's what's up, man. Fun guy for the fun guy. Fun guy for the fun guy. Happy to help. I'm gonna be doing a more in-depth love reading in a couple hours. I'm gonna record it probably. Maybe I'm gonna probably relax and come back up. But I'm gonna do all my week ahead readings today. Wait, let me go to Chat GPT and make sure ain't no celestial event going on today. Oh, I did not mean to do that, but okay. All right, let me go ask Chat GPT. We just had the new moon. Is there any Mercury retrograde? Oh, Mercury retrograde it started April 21st. I knew this shit was weird, man. I knew some stuff was going on. Sun conjunct Uranus, Venus in Gemini, Mars in Cancer, and then we got a Scorpio full moon in May. Oh shit, that's why shit is going crazy, man. It's Mercury. We dead smack in the middle of a Mercury retrograde. It's over with on the 14th. Though that means we still got almost 2 weeks left. That's why people, man, people been coming here arguing with each other. They've been arguing with me. I definitely got to take note of this and put this in there. I don't know why this ain't pop up when I did the new moon reading. Because we just had a super new moon and this ain't even pop up. Communication and technology glitches, travel delays, revisiting past matters, rethinking finances. Mercury retrograde in Taurus often brings disruptions or slowdowns in matters related to money, values, material possessions. You might find yourself reevaluating your financial situation or rethinking your long term goals. It's a good time to revisit plans and clarify misunderstandings, especially relationships that are more practical and business oriented. That's what I've been saying. And then that sounds like the new moon in Taurus a little bit. You know what's funny? I didn't hear nothing about this Mercury retrograde. I didn't hear nothing about it at all. Well, we need to get ready for this full moon that's coming up. Full moon in Scorpio. Let's see. That's happening May 15th. So I think I'm gonna start like May 12th. Hmm. All right. So the card under that was the death card. You know what? When I did my new moon reading, Mercury retrograde didn't even pop up. All right, my bad. I had to check something on my phone. All right, so the combination again between these two cards is confirmation that we are not there in that five energy too for long. Um, perspective change is key. I think choosing to be optimistic. And it's funny. I was just saying new moon and Scorpio with the death card being a Scorpio card. Rebirth, transformation. Do you resonate with this at all, Bishop? You said you do feel like you're going through a transformation. I'm hungry. Oh, I said, did you resonate with the Phoenix? Shit, I didn't mean to do that at all. Yeah, I was asking, did you resonate with Phoenix, the Phoenix energy? But there you go. There go confirmation, big dog. But whoever just came in and dropped that big old like off on the video, what's happening? What's happening? What's up? Got the crack fired up. What's happening? What's up? Got the crack fired up. All right, Brody. For yourself. Come on, gang. I need to get fried, gang. All right, let's see. Should I do the videos now or should I upload them later? If I record them now, then it'd be good for later. East Love, Health, and Wealth. True Seller TV. Ninky, what's up, girly? What's going on, girly? Damn, this nigga walking down the street with a rocket launcher. You know something ain't right. You waiting for some Mexican food? Can I interest you in a donation-based reading while you wait, or maybe even a free one? But you can always donate to the homeless man. Homeless man ain't got no rent. You know what's next? Begging you for 40 cents. Why everybody act like they don't know that song? Most of what you speaking of the guy you saw walking, I really start wearing gunslinger aesthetic clothing. What the fuck is gunslinger aesthetic clothing? And who did I see walking? I only have cash right now. Weird moment. I went out a lot of places, didn't accept it all. Well, that's cool. You can always go deposit the money later. I'll take that. We're just gonna add 100% surcharge on. We're gonna add a 100% surcharge on that thing. Hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up for real with that $100 donation. But can I interest you in a reading? You don't have to. Wait. I know what gunslinger. I mean, I've seen gun owners, so I know what you're talking about. Oh, the rocket. Oh, yeah. I just saw the. It's a clip. You want to listen to it with me? I don't think he gonna. I don't think I'll get copyrighted strike. But you want to listen to the video with me? I need a friend. Can you be my friend? All right. Let me connect the Bluetooth because I think the best way to do it is to connect through the Bluetooth. So that means I can count on your donation of a minimum of $100 at some point today. It could be like at noon. It don't got to be soon. And the media blasphemed him too.
Bluetooth connected.
Oh, you said sure. Okay, cool. I can count on your donation later. That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. No, she used to never said that because I know when that tax return come, you gonna send me 250 and not 100.
Locked up Chicago number 9. He must be influencing people because there was this guy arrested for walking outside in the public with people around. He had a rocket launcher, a PG. He had a big ass rocket launcher walking down the street. Now, what people don't know is this a toy. This wasn't a real rocket launcher.
Oh, I'm
He
about to
doing this for social
man.
media content.
And
He
he got
doing this for people
arrested.
to notice
The
him and be
police be
wild, act
arresting
crazy, and he
anybody,
get a good
man.
reaction to post on social media. At least that's what.
I think they arrested him just because they got caught. Because you could prove if it's fake or not immediately, and he don't have to go to jail or go to court for that. I think that was so petty for them to arrest him for that, and it was fake. You could tell if it's fake immediately. I am so disappointed in this story right here, man. The police, don't get me wrong, right? Where would we be without the police? I understand all of the injustices and all the unfair biased policing and all of that. I know, the police was the slave catcher and all of that. I know all of that, right? Um, but at the end of the day, man, the world, for the system that we live in, the world would be a whole lot worse if it wasn't for the justice system. I mean, let's be honest. But they be doing stuff, and they have what's called um what is it called? I can't remember. But oh, while I'm sitting here to run in my mouth, did you want to read it? I could give you a read. You don't gotta donate. I mean, donations are welcome. I ain't gonna tell you no, but Lila Phoenix, what up, Lila Phoenix? Real life be stranger than your dreams. I know, right? That's crazy. But they got discretion to where some things is arrestable and some things they can use their own, you know, their what you call them to decide on who or what to arrest. Sometimes they can use their own discretion, police discretion. In this case, they ain't have to arrest that dude, man. All right, so I'm gonna finish listening to the video. Did you just want a general reading? I got you.
What he said. Hit the like button. Goal on this video 1,000 likes. We ain't nobody playing with a rocket launcher since Rondo #9. Really, it's been other people playing around with small ones, but this guy had a big ass RPG. It was really a fake toy, but people thought it was real. They called the police. Police almost tore this man's head off when they arrested him. Come to find out, it was a toy gun, and he said that he was just doing content. Who knows? The crazy part is this happened in Alabama. This the wildest part of it. If he had a real gun, a rifle, an AR-15, a big ass gun, then it would have been legal to walk out there with it, because Alabama got certain gun laws where you can have your gun. So if he was walking around with a big ass rifle, nobody could have called the police. He was walking around with a big ass gun, long as he wasn't brandishing it, acting like he was finna shoot somebody, kill somebody, long as he hid it, it's nothing they can do to him. But since he had a toy gun, he going to jail. Ain't that crazy? If he
Mhm.
would have had a real, if he would have had a big ass rifle that's long as hell on his shoulder, walking down the street like this,
Thank you.
it's nothing the police could have did to him. But since he got a fake gun, he going to jail. That's what people don't know. You know, this guy had a big ass rocket launcher. He told police he was looking for some social media interaction. He does this for the internet. He was hoping that his YouTube account will blow up, his social media account will blow
Well,
up.
his shit about to blow
Instead, he
up for
got a bomb.
real. No.
You know, people don't realize that, people are outside watching. They see a young guy outside. He got one
A
of them young
young
people
black
hairstyles
man,
with his nappy as hell up top,
and I
and then
hate
you
to
got
say that out
tape
loud.
on the side and shit. And he's walking around with an
I hate to
RPG.
say it.
Motherfucker called the police thinking buddy finna do some shit. He might be mentally ill, or this a young nigga finna cause a murder. Police was called.
All
He
right.
got arrested.
So I'm gonna
I'm
give
gonna
you a
keep y'all
card
updated
with
on this,
some
but it
weekend
clearly looked like
vibes.
he was highly influenced by Rondo #9, the Chicago drill rapper, who posted a picture of an RPG. You know, Rondo always had the image, and the drill
All right,
rap
here
kind of
you go,
helped blow
Neat.
him up. But the picture of that RPG
Seven of
put Rondo
Cups.
in a
The
whole
world
nother
is your
level. It
oyster.
made him like the
Do
number
as
one
thou
Chirac
wilt.
Savage. How
Okay.
he able to get one
The
of them Bin
world is
Laden
your
guns? That's what
oyster.
people were saying. He got
Do
a
as
Bin
thou
Laden
wilt.
gun. You
Only
know,
thing I would
I'm gonna keep
say.
y'all updated on this, but it was a man called.
Only thing I would say is when you see this card, what I would say is um get in the game, right? Physically get in the game. Get out, get active, right? Sometimes when the seven of cups pop up, it looks like uh most people is feeling unfulfilled. They don't know what the next chapter. They most people need to be told what to do, what to look for, and that's okay, right? Because you don't want to make mistakes. But what I see for you in specific is you going deep within, you creating different scenarios, situations, and circumstances, and then you see which one unfold right beyond your eyes. You just got to be ready to take action. And I think that every scenario you contemplate will eventually come to fruition. But at the end of the day, you got to get your head out the game and get started somewhere. All right. So shout out to you. All right. All right, Nikki. I've been living through similar block where I keep trying to bring other people with me. Cool opportunities, they fumble it. That's because they not meant to be. So it's certain times in your life where you're going to take people with you, and it's going to be times where you need to venture out on your own, and then eventually, um, everything will balance out. I always say this: the people that you're meant to be with, hear me out now. The people that you're meant to be with in the future, either they're clearing the space and waiting for you to get there, or you gonna they on the way to meet you there, right? Either they waiting for you and clearing space for you, or they gonna meet you there. But in any case, you just got to get there. Any case, you just got to get there, right? And I see nothing but the best for you, just because you are so diversified and you are such an amazing young lady. Who was that? What's up, M? Hazelnut. Oh, Hazelnut. What's up, Hazelnut? What's up, M? Hey y'all, what's going on? Over the last couple of days, there's been a lot of my old regulars popping back up, or just people from the past. Like Nikki, I guess you can call her a regular, but she was fairly consistent for like a week. But yeah, some of our old friends from Australia been popping in, and the UK, and all of that stuff. Yes, actually, yes. I think I'm pretty much done with Nikki. I'm just waiting on her to send her $100 donation. Can I interest you in a donation based reading, or did you just want a quick freebie? That's okay if you just want a quick freebie. I'll get, All right, go ahead and post. Ninky, can we need to talk about music, and it was something else that I wanted to talk to you about. Oh, you said you was Jewish. I definitely need to get in on that one. You definitely got to fill me in on that. Yeah, I'm about to switch to. I'm still gonna do tarot, y'all, but just to let y'all know, I'm about to switch towards blogging and like the manifestation. I'm just about to have a more well-rounded. I'm just about to have a more well-rounded channel. That's all. Where I just you can come and get blogging news, and then I'm gonna incorporate tarot in that too. Incorporate tarot with current news and all of that stuff. Yeah, I'm about to do blogging. I might even start gaming too on my channel here. I was thinking about starting or picking up one of my old channels or starting a new channel, but I'm like, I'm already monetized over here, so I don't think all I got to do is build up the fan base and then I can start another channel. But I think I'm gonna start here first since I'm already monetized. But yeah, though, I definitely want to learn a little bit about that. I think it'd be dope to interview a Jewish lady of brown skin nature. Ah, you might be able to teach me some stuff, cause you know, especially. Are you down with mysticism, or are you not allowed to say, or how does that work? Are you down with some of the Jewish mysticism? Some of the um what is it called? Esoteric. Okay. Yeah, I've been getting into the Kabbalah a little bit. Uh no, you talking about a Meisner field. Okay. All right. That's what's up. You got to fill me in. You got to fill me in. Yeah, what a lot of people don't know. I had to get me something to drink. Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna get something to drink. Yeah, my bad. I had to get something to drink, but I'm back. Okay. So she's how they getting into it. I posted my question. I didn't see no question. Oh, I see it now. My old friend Mason's thoughts. What happened? Oh, Elaine, welcome in. Give me 1 second, Elaine. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Shalom. We ended our friendship. It felt one-sided. Uh, um, I think you judging the situation. It's possible that you judging the situation wrong. It's been times where I knew people longer than other people, but the people that I met, we just got along better. I think I think you more worried about the friendship and less worried about the compatibility. Um, yeah, I think that there's a problem with compatibility in which you could just move on. Sometimes our role is to bring people together. Sometimes that's just our role. I had to learn the hard way that I can't mix all my friends together, especially the ones that I got any quarrels or hiccups about or anything, right? Uh, Um, if I had anybody who ever stole from me or anything, uh, I'm being careful with how I mix them with people. I'm gonna be very careful with how I mix them with other people because they could possibly, you know, oh, excuse me. I'll say this: one bad apple can ruin the bunch, and we don't want that to happen. You understand? One bad apple can ruin the bunch, and we don't want to do that. So, mm. So remember, the card of the day was the Page of Wands. All right. Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with bringing people together and moving out the way and see what comes of it. Cause you never know. You worried about that person, they could be behind your back talking about you for those hours. In which this would be time for you to walk away from both of them. Shit, you never know these days the way people do. You fell asleep. No, don't fall asleep. When the next time you going live, let me know. But yeah, though, if you want to collab, you know I'm monetized now. I be offering people to collab now. I know I get pennies on the dollar, but I get pennies on the dollar, but I don't mind. I don't mind showing you how much I make for a live or whatever. The information is all there for you to see. So I think you pretty dope. I think if you really just sat down and had something to talk, because listen, because you so intelligent. One second, Muniza. One second. I don't want to be confused because I just started reading for somebody else. Okay, I just started reading for Emily. Emily, your card is the Five of Pentacles. All right, I want you to meditate on it. It's high. It is. It's hard, right? I have well. The thing is that I started my channel October 2022, I believe. Um, I think I so I'm just over maybe a year and maybe somewhere around a year and a half now. And I'm not gonna lie, not bragging, but my channel being monetized in about a year, it took about a year to get monetized. Um, I've seen people who do tarot, all this stuff that it took them 5 years, even longer. Right? When I was at like 500 subscribers, I was seeing people who was, 3, 4, 5 years in the game at 500. Right? So, I be trying to offer people, business consultations and stuff like that. But, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But I don't mind working with people, helping people, giving them some tools and tricks and whatnot. All right, Maniza, go ahead and post yours now. But like I said, only thing I would do is just take whatever you passionate about and make sure that you know. Say for example, you passionate about the laws in Alabama or whatever, or the story about the guy in Alabama, right? Just the story about the guy in Alabama. Well, read a couple articles, get a couple notes. You know what I'm saying? And after that, only thing you need is a good title and hashtag because you very intelligent and you speak so eloquently that you will be able to reach everybody. You know what I'm saying? The people who you will be able to bring some people up and you will be able to level with other people. You know what I'm saying? All right. So your card is going to be the Five of Pentacles. So this is going to be confirmation that what you feeling is legit. So you were saying that people spend more time with other people, and I don't know what your exact question was, but if you believe in tarot, then you can't make this up. So you asked about friendship, and you got the Five of Pentacles. We ended our friendship because I felt it felt very one sided. He never really talked to me. Yeah, he could talk to other friends for hours. Um, yeah. So since we got a card for confirmation, then I'm gonna give you another card for best course of action, which is going to be the Knight of Cups. Okay, give me one second. All right. So here we have the Five of Pentacles, the five representing conflict, strife, loss, um, confluence, uh, taking L's, whatever you want to call it, right? And then the Pentacles represents anything that you deem valuable, right? That could be cars, clothes, money, HOs, right? Whatever. And then we move towards the Knight, which represents the fire element, and then the cup represents water. So when you got the Knight of Cups, this is very, very steamy energy here, right? Whether romantic or not, this is heart chakra tenfold, right? Um, some of the key terms that's associated with the Knight of Cups is romance, drama, knight in shining armor. Okay. Though it's a Scorpio card, it's also a Pisces card as well. All right. So be on the lookout for uh a Pisces or or a Scorpio, right? Maybe they can have a Scorpio Pisces connection somewhere in their chart. All right. But this page of cups is I want you to be open minded to meeting new friends. Okay. Want you to be open minded. And I only want you to be open minded in places where you can be yourself. Right? If you're a nerd, don't get caught in a bar. You know what I'm saying? If you love baseball, don't get caught at a library. You know, if you love reading, don't get caught in a bar. If you love reading, go to Barnes and Noble. Go to your favorite coffee shop and go to your favorite used bookstore. Go to your favorite whatever. And I want you to be in your if you love camping, go walk on the trail or something. You know what I'm saying? And be open and say, Universe, I'm open to new friends and see what comes along. You might hear a bird, you might see a earthworm, but one day there's going to be the person who's going to be receptive to your energy. And it's not going to take long because I feel like you're a good person. I just think that, again, you focus on the wrong attachments. You need to focus on more healthier attachments. I'm getting hungrier by the second. He's a Pisces. I'm a Scorpio. Shout out to the Scorpios. Well, that's another confirmation right there. So not only was the Five of Pentacles a confirmation, but the Page of Cups was a confirmation as well. Okay, so like I said, get in your own natural environment. If you love animals, if you love marine life, go to the zoo, go to the aquarium, you know, go to the lake and hang out and catch a tan or something, right? But I want you to be in your natural element where you can be free because those are going to be the people that's going to have the most meaningful relationships. Because guess what they're doing? They're going to be free and open because they're going to be in their natural element. That's just like, have you ever been in a grocery store and was looking at candy and two people just started talking about candy? And it's just like, how can y'all have a conversation about candy or coffee or whatever, right? This that's an example. Or like two people say, "Hey, that's a nice car," and then next thing you know, they talking for 20 minutes. You like, "Come on, Dad, I want to go get a video game, right? Or a milkshake or a cookie or whatever." That's what I'm talking about. So yeah, hopefully that helps. Hopefully that helps. I am starving like Marvin. Yeah. So tap them green hearts. You know we use green hearts because green represents love and a heart chakra. And the number four also represents the same. So use those green hearts. Wow, we've been on here for an hour, and we've had a pretty good broadcast so far. 69 views. So we got a couple people here in the chat now live. All right, I'm divorced. So what's coming towards me when? Um, if you want me to tell time, then you're gonna have to donate because there's no time cards in tarot. So that means you want me to use magic to foresee the future. All right. What's coming towards you? What do you want to come towards you? Are you fully single? Are you healthy? And are you ready to date? Because I'm assuming that you want a love reading. So, and I was just joking about you donating, but it's really hard to answer when with tarot because there's no clock card. So you're gonna have to bear with me. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take your question and I'm gonna try to expound on it a little bit so I can really figure out who I'm dealing with and what do he or she wants. Cause I don't know. But Emily, anybody wanted to donate, there's three different ways you can donate via the description box. All right. All donations will go directly to food, shelter, and water. So how long have you been divorced? And can I interest you in a donation based reading, or you just wanted a quick a quick freebie? Yeah, I've been to, so have you been to counseling, therapy? What have you done to say I'm ready to heal? I mean, what have you done to say I'm ready to get into another relationship? Because 3 years not that long if you're not healthy, but 3 years is a long time if you've been doing the work. And I don't want to hear you say I've been watching TikTok videos and I've been meditating. No, I want to know, have you been meditating with an expert? Like, have you been to counseling, therapy, Reiki? I'm trying to focus on myself and my kids. So you're trying. Listen to the words now. You're trying to work on yourself, but you're curious about love. Oh, I'm sorry. You're trying to focus on yourself, but you're curious on love. Okay, okay. So the reason why I'm pointing this out is because no, I got you on the love reading. I got you. Wait. Let's be clear now. If you want a love reading, I got you. I'm not trying to deter you. Yes, it's always listen, okay. I'm more than just a tarot reader, okay. So you got to understand me and who I am, okay. Talk to him, spirit. All right. So this your first time here, right? Is this your first time here? Because if so, I think I got to introduce myself or reintroduce myself. So my name is KP. I am your host, KP. This is my channel, Readings by KP. Right, but in all seriousness, though, um, I'm more than just a tarot reader. Okay, so I'm not one of those people who just you post something, I pull a card, I tell you something, and then you go along your merry way. That is not typically how I read, even for free. Okay, even for free. Now, I know a lot of people don't want to hear nothing I got to say. That's fine. But I care more than just about you watching a commercial, right, for 30 seconds at least, or I don't get paid, right? I don't just look at you as a person, a possible donor, right? I look at you as a person who need help, right? So, with that being said, I'm more than just a tarot reader. I'm a life coach, love coach, whatever, whatever, right? Reiki master, ordained minister, whatever, 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 right? So I try to use everything, all the tools to my disposal to help people, even for free, even if it's going to be quick. Um, the reason why I ask you these questions is I want to make sure that you're ready so you can be successful in your next relationship. Right? It's nothing wrong with you being open and optimistic, but if you haven't done the work yet, then it'd be unfair for another man, or I'm assuming you're a young lady, right? It'd be unfair for another young man to love you. He won't be able to love you fully. He won't be able to get to know you. He won't be able to appreciate you because you're still, you know, yo. If you was a little flower, right? You wasn't watered properly. You wasn't given the right air, right? The right sun. You know what I'm saying? And so it's going to take, a couple days, couple weeks, couple months of properly watering, right? And the water represents love. Proper air, right? The air represents knowledge. Proper soil, right? The proper soil represents having a solid foundation, right? And so on and so forth. So you could definitely have a love reading, but I would encourage you to reach out to me via the description box. Text me, email me, call me. Just don't call me while I'm on live, of course. And you can at least get a free consultation. All right. But here we go. So here we go. It says chase and pursuit. toxicity, resilience. Okay. So you're resilient, yin, feminine energy. So I think this is you. If you are a woman, then this reading is going to describe you. Loyalty. So you're loyal, all right, but you're not being receptive. Past life, deja vu, repeated patterns, karmic lessons. Okay, so what I'm seeing right here, right now, is that divine feminine is telling me that we're reading for a woman. So we have chasing, which is pursuit, toxicity, but resilience. Okay, so this is telling me that there's a possibility that you could not be ready, right? And so with that being said, you could have a romanticized idea of relationships, or something like that, in which you need to think about things being from a more practical sense, from a more left brain sense, right? So write that down, please, if you don't mind. I want you to Google left brain versus right brain, and go to images. All right. So then you have loyalty. So when you combine resilience with loyalty, this is saying that this you're going to make a great wife, right? You're going to make a great wife. And then we got past life. So what my job here to do is to prevent you from having repeated patterns. A- It's going to feel like a deja vu moment, but it might not be, right? Um, Karmic lessons is going to be um you trying and failing. That's the only thing I want you to do. So my job is going to help you minimize those things. What's up, Michelle? Welcome in. Give me 1 second. Michelle, before I continue to read, and can I ask you, um, are you looking for a free reading, donation based reading, a yes or no, a general reading, general love, general money? What are you looking for? All right. And tell me a little bit about yourself. You too, Maniza. Tell me a little bit about yourself. How old you are? What's your sign? Um, and tell me one thing you're trying to manifest in your life. All right, for both of y'all. All right. So again, past life. So I believe. Well, I'm not gonna say I believe, right? Because it's not mode. It's not something crazy, right? There's a synchronicity taking place, and the synchronicity is that um healing from the past life, etc., is my specialty, right? Specialize in like um past trauma, regression, stuff like that, right? Meaning that I help you relive it, but from a different perspective, so you can come to terms with it and move on, right? All right, 49. Right. So you being 49, you're a mature adult. So with that being said, I know you don't want to be out here dating for 5 or 10 years. I mean, I know you want to get the right one, but if I can help increase the chances of you getting the right one, let me do it. You know what I'm saying? Stick around, come back a little bit. You'll get some testimonies and whatnot. I don't know if Michelle is still here. See, that's what I'm saying. You want something solid, long term. You don't want to. I went on one date. I went on 2 dates, 3 dates, and he's not the one. Right? I know you don't want to do that. Every 2, 3 months, a dude can't never get past one date, or he can't never get past 1 month, or you know what I'm saying? Can't get past 6 months. So yeah, hit me up for consultation. Like I said, my phone number and email is in the description box. Okay. So, do you got any questions, comments, concerns about any of the cars or anything that I said this morning? I got a little bit of time to spare, so we can hang out and chit chat while we waiting, y'all. Be on the lookout for my uploads today. I will be doing a weekly love reading, and I will be doing a weekly money reading. And I just found out we was dead smack in the middle in the middle of Mercury retrograde. Um, and so I think I'm gonna have to, do a broadcast on that at some point today. Uh, yeah. So, um, for those who are new here, my name is KP. I am your host with the most. Um, Anything you need to know about me, you can ask. In the description box, you can reach out to me and inquire about any of my services. Consultations are free. I just ask that you have an open mind and an open heart. Um, and all of that is very well possible. So while we got you guys here, let me explain to you why we use the four green hearts, right? So if you come back here, you hang around, you're going to see people using four green hearts here, right? Let me tell you what they mean. First of all, the color green represents the heart chakra, right? So just seeing the color green is actually a little bit of color therapy, you know, especially emerald in specific, right? So why do we use four hearts? So we use four for firstly because the number four represents peace, love, health, and wealth. The number four represents law, order, balance, and stability. The number four represents the four elements that we balance to truly be in tune with the fifth. And last but not least, the number four represents the fourth chakra in the seven chakra system. And if anybody knows, the fourth chakra is the heart chakra. No matter if you're coming from the crown down or the root up, it's the fourth chakra. So now that you have been officially initiated into the vibe tribe, it is now your responsibilities to welcome others the way we have welcomed you. So, welcome, y'all. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let me get some party favors in the chat. Let me type party and let me get it. Let me get some party favors in the chat. All right. So, welcome, y'all.
Awesome! Awesome!
So, in addition to tarot readings, I have other content up on my channel. If you go to the playlist or podcast section, you will see I have a section called Removing Manifestation Blockages where we do just that. We take topics related to possible reasons why people are not manifesting what they want. And we take a deep dive and we really, really get to some meat and potatoes on what's going on behind the scenes, whether it's within a person or, and then we look at practical solutions to get over the hump. Um, yeah. So if you, the viewer, get any manifestation blockages that you dealing with, let me know. Type it in the comments, whether you're watching this on a replay or not, and we'll definitely, definitely, definitely be able to, at the very least, um, see if we already made a video or not make a video on it. You know what I'm saying? Nothing wrong with that. We can put to eat some cereal. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right, yeah. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and close down the free reading for this transmission. free readings are now closed. What up? What up? What up? Can I interest you in the reading while you here? I'm at 83 already. I need to start hopping on it though, man. That's where it's at. Can I interest you in the reading while I got you here? I'll toss you a freebie. You ain't gotta worry about that. You ain't gotta worry about that. Just one of the commercials play for 30 seconds. All right, only one. If you let a commercial play for 30 seconds, I got you. But if you want to donate, you can. I ain't gonna say no. I for sure say no. All right, fragile. So I just nominated you to be a moderator on my channel. You gotta pass the test of the four green hearts. If you can tell me what the four green hearts mean, then you can be the moderator. What up, Grand Rising? Welcome in, y'all.
Bluetooth disconnected.